if you want to have a great start of a well-rounded base as a striker, I would say start with let's move on to this next one. Now, this one is a bit of a juicy topic, but it looks like it just flat out which martial art or arts plural are frankly the best.
Oh, okay. This is a very sensitive one. Be careful how we word this one, I guess. Well, we all know, well, we should know that it's not actually the style, it's the person, the athlete that's obviously going. You could put Taekwondo against Wing Chun, for example. I'll say that because next we just had Master Wong over, so it's kind of fresh in my head. Now in close quarters, they say, oh, Wing Chun's going to batter the hell out of a Taekwondo guy, and then let's say the Taekwondo guy at long range is going to beat the crap out of a Wing Chun guy. Okay, but now what is it about? It's about getting in close or keeping the distance, if they have got that. So let's say this Wing Chun guy is really good. He closes the distance really fast. He beats up the Taekwondo guy. Okay, the Taekwondo guy is amazing with his legs. This guy can't get in. He gets battered by the Taekwondo guy. So there's no all-around winner, even just talking different styles. When you start mixing mixed martial arts in as well, because we all do hybrid styles, I'm quite sure. You know, no one ever really sticks to one thing now. Like I do Taekwondo, but I've got a mix with kickboxing, Muay Thai. I've done a bit of judo. I've done a bit of BJJ for the ground, just in case I ever get taken out. So I don't show this because I don't think I'm at a level where I can teach it. You know what I mean? So I stick to what I'm mainly good at, my main focus. But yeah, we've all got like that hybrid style. So I think what martial arts is best is basically the one that kind of complements your style, and then you've got to add your different ranges in. So hopefully we all know the ranges: close range, medium range, long range, upstairs, downstairs, right? So if we're talking close range, you want to get like a good clinching art, something that's got elbows in. Muay Thai is a perfect example, Muay Baran, or anything like that. There's obviously loads of other styles that do it, but that's one of the main ones I go by, because it's kind of where I do. Mid range, you're talking, you want to get your boxing in to cover the distance. You got your arm length now, obviously going in, a bit more of your long knees, all that sort of thing. So Muay Thai comes into play again. That's why Muay Thai is such a great art to pick, because it's got all the level changes. The only thing they miss sometimes, I find, is the aggression and the power energy is then sacrificed sometimes for the speed. So like if you've got like your Taekwondo influence then as well, you can change and adapt with like the knee going up straight and turning into your roundhouse kick. So you've got the speed aspect as well, whereas Thai will always swing it in, which takes time. So it's nice to have a little mixture and steal the good pieces from things to make your own hybrid style. And then that is probably what is the best martial arts, is the best style for you, the best styles you've created. You know, when you're going into long range, then kicks, you know, the skip kicks, the movement is in my opinion is second to none in martial arts with the movement aspect. Yeah, a lot of Taekwondo guys can punch because they're thinking a lot about their legs and their movement and their weight distribution. You're more planted when you get in close. So if you get kind of the hybrid style, you're used to having the relaxed movement at further distance away, and then when you get close, then you can start to root. So if you can build that into your system, you end up getting a good style. And then practicing upstairs and downstairs. So you got all your striking arts, which I just mentioned, going through. And then you get your grappling with your judo at the close range as well, or your wrestling. And then when it goes to ground, you got your judo, wrestling, BJJ as well to help you there. So it'd be a hybrid of all the styles. I wouldn't necessarily, I would never ever say one single martial arts is superior. It isn't. We all know that. And MMA fights and things, or street fights, are a big proof of that as well. What do you think? Oh, sorry, I'm just going off on one.
No, man. Yeah, I guess when it comes to answering the question of what is the best martial art, you really can't give a specific answer for it unless you first ask another question, which is, what are your goals as a martial artist? So only then, after you answer what your goal is as a martial artist, can someone then say, okay, well, now that I know your goal, I can tell you for that goal, the best martial art or arts is.
Yeah. Okay, now I just assumed the question. I'm thinking like, which martial arts is the best? I'm thinking here is like superior, like kind of fighting style in my head. As soon as you said it, so that's the tangent I went off on.
Right. Well, that's what everybody does. That's what the general consensus is, right?
You would assume is in fighting, pitting each martial art against each other. So then I would assume you're in a fighting style. Then if you're talking like energy, weight loss, and things like that, then it's completely different, isn't it?
Exactly. Yeah.
It depends on your goals and what you want to achieve with yourself. If it's just to lose weight, you don't have to have the most superior martial art now in terms of fighting. Now you're just like, I just want to lose my big fat belly. I'm gonna get into boxercise or something, or I'm gonna do kickboxing because I just like getting a little bit of martial arts and it keeps me fit. You don't think of it as I need to have everything. So yeah,
exactly.
Goals.
Yeah. So, but I think it's pretty common that's what everybody thinks about anyway. Like what you said is when they think of what's the best martial art and they think, oh, Taekwondo versus Muay Thai, Karate versus Kung Fu. And it's like, all right, but you have to add, for people, generally speaking, you sort of need to add some context. So, okay, if we get a little bit more specific, like, okay, what's the best striking martial art?
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly. Well, then you're talking like, what's the best kicking martial art? What's the best hand martial art? Then you can start answering and pitting, there'll be like 2 or 3 maybe that you can easily bring up. There'll be the kind of top ones to go for.
Exactly. Like, if someone asked me the question, what's the best martial art to start with to have a great, well-rounded base for striking? If they asked me something that specific, I would say, well, if you want to have a great start of a well-rounded base as a striker, I would say start with Muay Thai or kickboxing.
Yeah, covers all the ranges, got a good base, sorted. That's the way I would look at it too. Or a kickboxing kind of hybrid style that mixes Muay Thai, I think.
Yeah. Well,
does, don't they? So.
Right. Like when me and Shane say kickboxing, we use it as like an umbrella term that encompasses Muay Thai, Sanda, Letway. Yeah. So
that's what I do as well, because our kickboxing contains Muay Thai. So I just think of it like that as well. They kind of molded together a little bit. With back in the day, all the kickboxers fighting against the Muay Thai, they ended up just literally creating their own little style together, didn't they, really? If you think about it.
Yeah, absolutely. Because back in the day, kickboxing actually was a martial art. Like it was like a separate martial art, but that was years ago and things have changed. And now kickboxing is just like a sport term. It's like saying combat sports, except instead of combat sports, you say kickboxing when you're talking about striking only combat sports with knockouts. So
now this is actually a perfect example. And then we just go on to that. You got kickboxing and Muay Thai. There was loads of famous fights between kickboxers and Muay Thai over the years, and kickboxers were winning, Muay Thai fighters were winning. Never did just one side always win. So there you go. You got used to never a superior style. But what they did do is they go, oh, there's stuff they do with like that is really cool. And they've gone, oh, the stuff they do like that is really cool. And then it starts blending because they already know that they both got good points and bad points. And they're playing around because, every style has its advantages and disadvantages. It could be, like you said, something just to lose weight. It could be like Tai Chi, be more relaxed and chill with your emotions, understand yourself. Think things like that. It can be anything. So I always find you can always learn from other martial arts, always be open-minded. If it doesn't complement your style, be respectful. Let someone share their knowledge with it. If you don't think it's useful to your thing, be nice about it. Okay, cool. It's nice to hear your perspective. That doesn't work for me, so I'm not gonna go through it like that. And this is what I hate about all people online, just bad mouthing everyone. And I'm just like, dude, a proper martial artist will just sit back, enjoy, watch what goes on. Oh, didn't really agree with that. Never mind. I'm not going to comment something nasty and demoralize the person. I'm just going to watch the video and be like, oh, it's not how I would do it. I can see the weakness in that, so I would think of it like this way. Or they might even share a video and you go, oh man, I never thought of it like that before. And then literally they've just light bulbs gone off in your head and just really helped you progress in a way. So it works both fold. So I find if you're going to be complimentary of all the guys that helped you. You've got to be respectful of the ones that don't as well. And online, I think we do have a bit of a duty of care to people. So, you know, I think like, especially when it comes to weapons like knives and things like that, I can understand where people get really upset. You know, we've all seen it. Like, yeah, you just go like this with the knife, and you're like, yeah, you just get stabbed straight away, and it wouldn't work. And you know, it's not going to work in a real life scenario. So I can understand why people then get upset, because they're trying to say you can defend yourself against a knife, and you can't. You know, and then that ends up with someone dead. So now it's, you know, vital information. You know, someone shouldn't be sharing that knowledge. But in terms of, you know, Kung Fu, a lot of Kung Fu moves, you know, or even Taekwondo, we talk about patterns, your hands on your hips and things like that. We're never going to fight with our hands on our hips. You know, you get punched in the face. So you use your own common sense of what works and what's for conditioning the body and what helps you mold into a better martial artist anyway. A lot of patterns and things like that are for conditioning your stances, getting those positions in, conditioning your muscles ready for, you know, what you're going to do. So yeah, I've gone off on one again.
Well, we'll get back to that last thought here in a minute. That's a little bit later of a topic, but we'll move on to the next